Hi y'all, welcome back to my sewing area. Today I'm going to show you how to make quilted stockings. What you're going to use is 2.5-inch squares, in which I've already put this one together, just the top part. For the leg part of the stocking, you're going to need 4 by 5 sewn in a grid, 4 across by 5 down. And then for the foot, you want 3 down and 6 across. And then you stitch all that together in 2.5-inch squares. I've just done a random assortment of different Christmas fabrics. And then once you get that made and pressed, then you are ready to sandwich and quilt your stocking. So to do that, you want just a scrap piece of material. You can have a nice green fabric. Well, I've got a piece of green fabric here. I'm also going to use this for the backing piece as well later on. So you're going to put your your piece of fabric face down, and then put your batting in the center, and then add your stocking here. And then we're just going to pin that, and then I'm going to just quilt it straight. Well, I'll probably do diagonals, do it cross hatching on these squares here. So we'll be back when we get that finished. Okay, well, I've got it all quilted, and I actually have 4 stockings here. I'm making new stockings to hang on the mantle for the family this year. One for me and my husband, and one for each of the kids. So they each picked out what they want, and I put a little mark on the back of it so I'll know when I put names on the cuffs later. So anyway, I've got 4 of these. So after you sandwich and quilt your stocking, you're going to trim. You're going to trim the backing and the batting up to the stocking, to the top part. So I'm just going to trim this up real quick. Okay, so that's all trimmed. Use the rest of that for something else later. Alright, so I know I said in the other, a couple minutes ago that I was going to use a green backing for this. Well, I decided not to. Save the green for the actual backing piece. So I backed most of these in just a red fabric, and one of them I backed in a tea-dyed, just for the quilting part of it. This is going to be the center of the stocking. So whatever color goes in there doesn't really matter that much. But anyway, so once you get it trimmed up, you want to, get these out the way, you want to round your heel as well as the toe here. So I've already done that with this one. So I'm going to lay it on top of these next ones and just copy it. To do this first one, I just took the scissors and went from the half right here, halfway from the toe, and rounded it to the center, going down. So I'm just rounding the corners out, basically. Okay, so now we've got 2 more stockings. And I'll go ahead and do that to the rest of them, and then we'll work on the backing. Okay, I've got these trimmed. Now for the backing of one of them, I've got just a piece of green, kind of a Christmassy print. So you're going to lay this right side down, and then going to take your stocking right side and put it facing. So right sides together, basically, and then you're just going to stitch around, going down, around the toe, the bottom, around the heel, and back up the other side, but you're not going to stitch the very top right here. You want to leave that open. So I'm going to take that to the machine. I'm going to do the other ones too, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so now we've got the backing all stitched on to the stocking, right sides together. So we're going to trim this on it, just up to where we cut for the stocking. Trimming around the heel, along the bottom. There we go. There we go. Up the side. And then we're going to trim the top even, but if you remember, we did not stitch the top of this stocking. So, okay. So we have that, and now it's time to turn it around. So we're going to just pull it out. Okay. And there's the stocking. Get that laid flat a little bit. Okay, but we're not quite done yet. So with the same fabric as your backing, we're going to take a piece that is 8 inches by 16 inches. Let me see here. This is only 13 and a half, so I'll have to do it this way. That's fine. Okay. So I'm going to do 16 inches wide. And then we want it 8 inches tall. I'm going to turn this, fold it in half. It's a little easier to cut when it's more than just one layer. So in 16, we're going to cut 8 inches. And I'm going to cut that selvage off first. Okay, so 8 inches from 16. Cut it here at the 8 mark. Okay, so now we have our 8 by 16 piece, and then we're going to fold it in half longwise to where it looks like it's 4 inches by 16. Okay. Alright, let me get my pins here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do now is we're going to fold this in half with the raw edges together. Stitch a 1/4 inch seam to make a little cuff. So we'll go to the sewing machine and do that. Okay, we stitched our 1/4 inch seam, and so with this we don't really have to trim it up. What we're going to do now is we're going to stick it inside the stocking with the raw edges to the top. You want to match up your seam with the seam at the back of the stocking, the part that goes down to the heel. So we're going to match this up here. You want to try and nest your seams right there if you can. And put a pin right there. Then we're just going to pin this all the way around, tucking the cuff inside the stocking. Raw edges to the top. And then we're going to stitch this at the top here a 1/4 inch all the way around. And then when we're done, we'll get to fold it up and out and fold it over the top. So, alright, stitch this on and be right back to it. Okay, so we've got the cuff sewn in. I'm just going to pull it out of the stocking here, and then we're going to fold it over. And there you go. That is our stocking. It's got a nice cuff on it. Nicely done, huh? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you make some for your family, or they probably would work well as Christmas gifts too. So y'all have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, If you would like to see more videos like this one, please subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thanks for watching and have a good day.